Welcome back to Ultimate Trader. Just wanted to do a quick market update. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention there are a new Patreon course for finding key levels. We think it's a crucial part of anybody's trading, especially if you're new. It's in our Patreon membership, but you don't have to be a Patreon member. Just you pay the one-time fee and then you can unsubscribe and you get lifetime access. So just wanted to mention that. We're biased, but we think it's well worth it, and we priced it at a level where everybody literally can participate and not be feeling like you're risking a lot of money or anything. It's $40, I think, or $42. Anyway, with that said, here's today's action in the S&P 500. So I always mention this, but it's worth mentioning again. If you're trading the spider, it just looks the exact same. It's 1/10 approximately. So this would be 454.50, for example. Here would be 453. But anyway, this is the S&P futures, the SPX, very close, very similar, priced. Anyway, so we came in today. I just wanted to point out a couple things here, and then we have a warning of sorts. This was this morning. This is a 5-minute chart, as you can see up here. If we look back just a little bit to yesterday, you can see this was the high yesterday. That was a new all-time high. And then overnight we came in and we actually broke above it and came down, and then made another new all-time high, and then we got this significant sell-off. So, I just wanted to point a couple things out here. Why would this be an area that you could buy? I'm not saying it's easy, but I just wanted to make a couple points here. If you look at the price action here, this looks totally different than this, right? The character is different. Hopefully you understand what I mean here. This is not a type of down move that should prevent you from buying at support, assuming it's the right type of market. That's a little more advanced, but obviously we're in a super bullish market. They just made an all-time high here and yesterday. So buying this type of support level, which you'll learn in the Patreon course if you choose to take it, it's not that scary. Whereas buying it here at the exact same price is a totally different trade because of the character, and these are just much more linear moves. If you look at this, even this part of it, because this is all you know in real time, right? You don't know about that, right? All you know is this. But even in real time, you can see the difference between this type of price action and then this type of straight line move, and kind of these much bigger bars, and the character is how I describe it, has changed. So could you have bought this knowing what I just talked about prior? Could you buy this? Yes. I mean, I'm not saying you have to, or would have for sure or anything. I'm just saying that I'm trying to give you guys kind of a little tip on, like, what the market looks like when, people say don't try to catch falling knives. Well, a lot of times you kind of don't know what that is. I mean, you know that it's a big sell-off, of course, but you kind of want to know where you could take a shot. And when to kind of avoid areas, because as this is happening, it's feels a lot different than this. So I just wanted to make that point out. Sort of a small heads up or warning. If we go out to the larger time frame, this is a 30-minute now. So this is the area that I just talked about. When we came in, that's the area I said that you potentially could have bought. But, this looks a lot different. And we're at all-time highs. I mean, just because we sold off here, it's not a big deal. But the reason I'm mentioning it is, if you look over at the 10-year, so this is the 10-year bonds, the future, there's a lot of talk about taper and stuff like that. And this is a weekly, by the way. So I just want to have you guys be aware of this. If we get a breakdown from this, So we break this support area. I mean, this area down here probably comes into play pretty quickly. Somewhere around the 125.02 half, and then down to 124 type thing, or 24.07, I think it was, and potentially lower, right? So, and that can hurt speculative stocks. I'm sure if anybody's watching that has some speculative stocks in their accounts, potentially they could really get hurt. So, and this would be an issue for the overall market too. So even though we're at all-time highs, sort of a warning that, if we get this kind of breakdown, it could have a significant impact on the overall stock market, and you might want to be a little bit careful buying stocks when, a move like this is occurring, potentially even down to here. But just a heads up, you want to be on board on how to trade these types of moves, and that's why we encourage people with the Patreon thing. So hopefully that helps, and we'll talk to you in the next one.